Hello, chat. Hi. Oh god, I need to put myself less loud. Someone please tell me if I'm being... And that's an immediate crow not working. Where's my... Where's my crow? Hold on. We immediately have scuff for me to fix. The blush, yeah. The blush is here finally. Hello, Nat. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. No, Crow, I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. I'm putting you to the BRB. No ads, just BRB to fix my scuff because something that probably wrong with my... Oh god, I see the issue. Oh no. Aurelium, can you refund that for them, please? Because I've severely messed something up when I was working on renewing the crow. Because the crow got a bit of a rework, and that really resulted in some scuff. Okay, there we go. That's now crow placement. Included items. Please tell me it's saved properly this time. I want someone to re-redeem it here in a sec after another mod view and it's not in the thingy. Oh crud. Hold on. Wrong screen. No one saw that. Oh boy. Great and wonderful start, guys. Yawn, bye-bye streamer, bye-bye chat, I'm going me. Good night, rat. Good night. Sleep well. Dream of me, no. I heard several redeems. That was a head pat. Thank you for the head pat. There we go. Can someone redeem Crow again, please? Wait, hold on. What am I saying? I can test this shit myself. Hydrate? Okay, thanks for the hydrate. I feel like a chaos is about to transpire. I forgot Crow's on cooldown. Hold on, let me go to my other console where it won't show cooldown. Yeah, since test command, surely. There we go! We just abused the fact that I have test command turned on. Hey, look, Lenoris, look. I got it to work. And chat, you may notice something. This crow is not moving the same way as I am. Headpats also didn't show up. Headpats are here. I'm getting my head petted. But headpats I also just, like, did. I sent that through. But the baby looks with my mouse movement now. This means that you guys can see where I'm looking. In a reward quest queue. I give the headpats the head up. But I am very thoroughly enjoying the headpats. Thank you very much. Thank you, chat. How is everyone doing besides Snork me because I delayed till the very last moment to stream again? Because I am a good streamer like that. I am very good streamer, Bird, and I procrastinate like crazy. So how's everyone doing tonight? How we all doing? Also, I swear there's a purpose in me starting this late. I took a nap after family visits. Yeah, I know. I literally, like, petted you on the head while you napped. I was like, aw, have sweet dreams, little guy. You know? I gave you the sweetest of little dreams. Also, chat, y'all noticed the blush actually exists now. There's still some tweaking I'm doing on the model. But, I noticed that, for example, the hearts, or, like, the little anger thing, or the question mark we're moving with nicely, so, I changed that, and also I added a blush, which is very fucking bright. And it does work with everything else. Also playing the silly little cookie game, hell yeah. Cookie! They love cookie game. I really want to look into a way for me to like play that on stream. I'm by the way gonna tweak the music a little so it's a bit like less loud on my end, but still a decent volume on yours end. There we go. Let me tweak that. Anyways, how's everyone doing today, huh? I've so far only heard Aurelium. Now, like, Cookie Game I play is fucking Cookie Clicker. Okay, but Cookie Clicker is good, chat. Cookie Clicker is peak. So if we don't have anything further to say, chat, I have a little surprise for you. Please. Oh no, fuck! I scuffed myself. Chat, I actually done it. I forgot to preemptively change my monitor input. I forgot. I forgot. Oh god. Wait, no, that's not the right one. That's display capture. That one's scary. Am I pass out during the stream? I love pure vanilla cookie. Yeah. Okay, what the, okay, they changed icons. And I gotta rescale it. Sorry, chat. Sorry, guys. Slowly but surely work its way down. Should be in the right layer now. Yeah, it is. Tiny bit smaller and fit like right at the top, so you guys have a little more. Yesterday D&D to 11, work at 9 AM. Oh damn. My browsing shut down! Anyways, with that, we're moving our attention to, the best, the greatest fucking mob in the game. I went out of my way to find possibly my favorite creature of all time. That's right, chat, the Sniffer! I love Sniffers. Like, chat, look at their dumb little noses, that little walk, and their baby sniffers. These are bibbies. God, the amount I would pay someone, if I could pay someone, to make like a plushie, or if like there was an IRL variant of these dinosaur dogs, because fuck yeah, I love them. Look at them. But this is not the only bit of change on the base. There are more windows. There's a roof! There's a bee farm! More roof! Stairs! More windows! A bit of chest organization over there in my closed-off storage area. I never did more there! But most importantly, and for this I have to walk back a little bit. Oh, hold on, we have to walk back a little bit further. Hold on, this is some, I swear chat, this is important. A singular block layer across not even the entirety of the build towards the second floor. So yeah, I've done my work, chat. I've done my work, but like, I haven't slacked because all of those windows are up to standard. All of them. All of them are up to standard. The only thing that I need to do all the way around is add the little fucking bushes and candles. And you might think, oh, that's why it's the on-camera grind for all of the leaves and all of the candles. Fucking wrong, because guess what, chat? We're gonna be working on something I've started 5 minutes before stream, and that's the inner courtyard part 2. So we're going to need deep slates. Because this little area, this tiny little baby area, isn't gonna fucking build itself. We're gonna need so much deep slate because we're basically going to do the same pattern as down there. Set a back one, have like leaves and everything here, along with film moss that I'm gonna place flowers on, and then have all the windows back here. Why? Because it's pretty. And also having a pan back one creates a really interesting vibe down there. I've already kind of tested that out in a creative world. I'm turning my headphones lower, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. I'm very hyper tonight. This may or may not have something to do with the fact that I had the 3 slices of cake today. including with whipped cream. I fully blame that and the fact that I have had several bowls of cereal as breakfast. I duly apologize. Crow time! Thank you for Crow again. Crow, Crow. I do love the fact that he moves with my mouse now. It's strawberry character. Yeah! Which, God, I really need to find a way to, like, translate that because it's such a good thing that I wish to share with the world. Bro, I didn't even eat breakfast. Why no why no fast? Why not break your morning fast? Why are you fasting until deep into the riches of Molnen, my friend? Maybe that's why I'm grumpy. Maybe. Yeah, your breakfast was indeed a variant of cake. Also, I swear, my deep slate mine is the most unorganized, chaotic little thing that I've created in a while, and I love it. It's like, what is going on? I don't know, but there is a pattern to it, so I'm following it. And I'm just gonna gently slope that down. That curve. Woke up at 8:20. Had to leave to work at 8:30. Oh shit, that's a nightmare. Pretty sure quarter is cheesecake? Not fully, because cheesecake is made differently. Like, because last time I checked, quark is not a flavor of cheese. Could be wrong though. I really need to look into it, but like they're also listed differently in cafes and everything. And I still have to get dressed and brush hair. Ooh, yeah, that sounds like a nightmare. That does not sound like something you would be doing in the morning. Okay, so this is the furthest I can reach up without like actively jumping up. So this is about the furthest we'll go. Height-wise of the ceiling of apparently this tunnel we're creating. Because apparently my most optimal way of collecting deep slate is tunneling in weird shapes and sizes because that maximizes the amount of deep slate I get. By the way, chat, we're gonna go until we have like at least 8 stacks of deep slate in our inventory. It is strawberry cheesecake? Oh! For real? Man, this is like me finding out that bulgur is like the translation of that is kale. This is me, like, equivalent of me finding out that bulgur is kale in English. Like, you could not have convinced me. The only difference is the flavor of the spongy part. Yeah, God, that really, really throws me off guard. This is not a revelation that I thought I'd have, like, not even 10 minutes into my stream, guys. I'm deaf now. Is my mic peaking that much? Oh fuck, my mic may actually be peaking more than I expected. Chat, why did no one tell me I was being that fucking loud? Bulgur equals kill? No. It's not. Not anymore, or was it not earlier? Oh, the stream delay is showing! Which cheesecake is usually made with mushroom? Work made me deaf? Bucket snipes? It did! Sitting in those banned terms really, really, really helped. Oh my god. I should have added those banned terms earlier because it just works. The auto mod will just catch them before they can even do something, because they'll try to promote the same service over and over again. Turn your ass louder? How loud do you want me to be? I am sorry for everyone. I am so sorry. I am so sorry for everyone. I am so sorry for your ears. I am so sorry for your ears. Oh dear god, because I saw my little sound bar, right, go into the red. Be loud like you're in class, bitch? Oh my god. Maybe I don't want to be that loud today. Maybe I don't want to get a noise complaint, chat. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I really do not want to get a noise complaint. You know, noise complaints are such a weird thing because I will get them for screaming at the top of my lungs at at people that are my audience, but at the same time someone holding a rave party all the way through from not even 8 in the evening till 6 in the morning, blasting music so loud that I can hear the bass vibrate through my entire skull will not get a noise complaint. Like, what is this? Our neighbors deserve a noise complaint with the music they blast. Yeah, for real, but I'm sitting on the side of the nice neighbor. The nice neighbor does not really blast music all that much unless he's, actively working, so he gets a pass. The neighbor on your side of the room, however, on your side of the house, that one does deserve it. And, Mr. Nice Neighbor also wished us a happy new year, so... But yeah, he does not deserve what the other one does for blasting loud music that makes our skulls hurt and our heads hurt. I sometimes have music raised with on my own headphone. Yeah, on your own headphones it's fine. Not when you're blasting it so hard that it's, the skull vibrates and it feels like it's gonna implode from sound. Then raves are not fun. Or when they're so loud that you can hear the music nearly entirely clearly, but just not clearly enough to make out the lyrics. I don't know if chat's ever had that, but imagine your neighbors just being so loud constantly that you can barely hear the lyrics and just barely not make them out, you know? And you'll also just be hearing your neighbors really loud, laughing really loudly, doing questionable things like moving a couch, which I later also just saw them do. I don't know what's up with their parties, but they just sometimes in the middle of their party chat decide that they want the couch in another fucking room. And I've seen this happen. This is not just, oh, you're being oblivious, they're doing some really NSFW shit. No, they're actually physically moving that couch. I do not know why. Is it a cult practice? Why are they standing still? Anyways, is it a cult practice? Is there something else going on? I do not know. Imagine already being sick and him blasting his bass heavy music until the early hours of morning. For real. That headache was indeed not fun. Now we make the slow ascend back up. It really feels slower when you do this. Oh god, that may not have been one of my best ideas. What is it saying? Oh, those are the paintings. Of course. Oh, hey, it's dark out. Luckily, I can't see that because Fulbright keeps my ass safe from being blind 24/7. So, it looks like my sniffers have dug up their first little sheep. My little sniffers. How are they doing over there? My little babies. They've grown up! What did I get? I got a pitcher pod! Hello, big guys! Hi! Aw, look at them! They're so big and dumb, they don't even know what taxes are. Anyways, back in there they go, and back there they stay, because we've got better things to do. My mom likes moving the furniture around to the house so much that you can't recognize the living room when you walk in anymore. Oh. Yeah, no, apparently that's my neighbors in the middle of a party. Music will be blasting, people will be drunk, but what are they doing? Moving the furniture like their life depends on it. I do not know which god or demon they encountered, but they encountered something. Because I don't think you do that out of, human free will. Free will is pretty crazy, but I don't think it makes that happen. Totally didn't nearly had a stroke writing that. It's okay. Also, with the new style of doors that I'm working with, I'm considering maybe redoing these doors that lead into the inner courtyard to have that more little rounded design. Because, like, it's either the more artsy, nice ones, in my opinion, that we're gonna be working with, or we end up with the, more habitable roundies. Schmilk is level 70 now. Half a deep fried brain cell is dying, oh no. Also, if I just open up my inventory randomly like that, assume that I'm reading chat a bit better than usual. But 07. We're gonna, by the way, try to make it to a 2-hour stream tonight. Or we just have a short one. I really don't care, because regardless, at the end of the stream, we're gonna do something. This is already gonna make someone in chat catch on to what bullshit I'm pulling if they're actually paying attention. But, like, I don't care if it's at the right specific time or not. I'll pass out if it's gonna be 2 hours. 07. You'll see what we did in the VOD then. I mean, at 2 hours, it's midnight. Yeah, I think someone is putting together some puzzle pieces. I think someone's figured it out. Okay, so first things first, we are gonna just work on having the entire layer like this done. Also, chat, I am so excited for the rideable ghast because it's just cute. It's so dumb. At first, I was like really against the harness because it looks clunky. But now that I've seen like content creators show off the feature when they've been invited by Mojang, shit, that thing is cute. I want 50 of them. I'm in confusion. Should I be able to know? Doubt it. Yeah. Let's just say we'll be upholding a little chaos tradition. Also, I'm gonna have to slightly tweak the pattern because by pushing it one out, we'll have a bit more blocks to work with. So I think I'm gonna just fill up the corners so that it will stay roughly the same. But now I have to get every single block that I would otherwise use for this, which means that I need to grab the pillars. I need to grab stairs, slabs, and walls. And I just need to recreate one up there, and then I'll be able to repeat the pattern all over the place. And then we'll have the basis for the second floor to work from kind of done. Okay, oh. My inventory appears to be full. Maybe I don't need a bajillion slabs. Let me first start with this, actually. Let me go back just to make sure I can actually see the pattern correctly. And then it's slab there. So stairs, 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 slab. Card time! And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. With us starting one layer higher, arguably. In order to compensate, meaning this area will be smaller. Or I'll undo that. I'm not quite sure. I'll start in the exact middle because I can find that quite easily because I have the white lines from everything, like right here to work with. Place you back down. So the exact center would be this specific block. Yeah, it is the center. Okay. The question is, do we want it to show the mangrove underneath and have a little bit of an imperfect feeling to it? Which could be quite nice, honestly speaking. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Do those, and then ta-da! I think honestly just repeating that pattern like that may already be nice. The fact that it's on red also just shows that we're a bit higher up now than we were before. Which I think could really add visually. And I'm totally not being lazy about this. Whoever would give you that idea, chat? Whoever would give you that idea. I'm also gonna heighten it by 1 so we have the top part fully done as well. Let me grab these. And we're just gonna do this part right now for a bit. Got this in. And we're just gonna see if we can get this inner walkway, at least like the basis for it done, which includes this deep slate part that we're doing right now. As well as the base wall that we're gonna be working with in a bit. Which we may want to look exactly how we want to do the windows, because I don't want to do a window at every single part. I could, but I'm not sure if I want to. And I may experiment with that on like another private, well, not a private world necessarily, but my little creative world. Just to see if I like that vibe. If not, then we don't like proceed with it, obviously. But my brain has been going either every one or every other one. Because right now this is going to be an opening anyways that leads into here. And having a window on either side would be kind of nice, because all of this is going to be technically outside facing. None of those are going to be rooms. It's just going to be a corridor that's on the outside and on the inside. We're not going to have the same thing going on as we have indoors, where that entire section is just also doubling as little rooms. Or in this case, little farms. As cute as they are, I don't want to do that up here, because it's just going to mess with everything downstairs. And also, I have been considering adding windows in there, but with the current window design that we have, I would have to redo so much of the farms, and I really do not think that that's worth it. I would rather have the farms as we have them now, than completely redo them, just to fit in some windows. There we go. And also, I have decided, chat, that the top layer for the mansion is gonna be the third floor. We're gonna have a total of 3 different floors. I decided that a little while ago, but I believe both on stream and off stream, but yeah, having 3 floors actually opens up quite some possibilities, in my opinion, to really maximize the space that we got going on here. Because on the first floor, I want to have things like farms, like with the sniffers down there. I found another pitcher pot apparently, with my little chicken farm and my bees down there. Producing a mass amount of currently honeycombs. So yeah, I really just kind of want to do that and have those go ham on that floor. On this floor, we'll do more so decorative stuff that people can still enjoy. Maybe genuinely this could be like an actual more museum-esque part. I know that every single season we return to a museum in some way. This will never stop, chat. We will always be a slave to the museum. The museum never ends. The museum never leaves. The museum cannot be erased from human history. History? There we go. The museum cannot be erased from human history, chat. The museum will outlive us all. So we're just gonna, like, give into that ominous bullshit and use this top as a museum, probably. Combine everything in one as much as possible so I don't have like 15 bajillion rockets I spend flying around the server once we eventually get elytras. Okay, well, let me build all of this though. But we're still gonna have a second floor over there to the library and here to the ballroom, which we will start those interior projects sometime soon. Probably when the entirety of this is just filled out already with mangrove. Because then, in my opinion, it's easier to start, because both the library and the ballroom are going to require the second floor to be somewhat done. Especially because there's going to be 2 joining doors that lead from the private sector into the ballroom. Especially that top door is going to be very important to me. Because it's going to be like... I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Anastasia. It's one of Disney's older films by now, but I basically want that little scene where she enters through the top doors into the ballroom and descends down those stairs. Like, it's such a good trope in a lot of movies that have a castle or like a mansion as a setting, and or like a palace. And I would love to have that in our own base, so when we eventually have a ball in the ballroom, we as the residents, we get to gracefully descend the stairs to meet our guests. Have them watch in awe as they get to see the first glimpse of us, standing from below, watching above them. I think that'll be quite cool, honestly. Okay, there we go. That's the first room already done, at least. Look, chat, look at the progress we're making! I am gonna need a sip of water, though. One moment, chat. I also have just become such a little gremlin when sipping my water. I will literally just hold my foot... Like, I will bring my legs up to my chest and just hold my fucking cup with my legs, like, just lock them in between my knees, and I'll just hold my little handsies on the straw and just go sip, sip, sip. Just like I did there. Like, I turned into a little sipping gremlin. Okay, also, I feel like this is just already doing so much. Holy shit. I was about to say something else, but I'm thoroughly impressed with how much is already happening, you know? Like, this is actually quite a lot of progress for not a lot done. There we go, put all of that in. I feel like when I just finished this side, just one of the sides already, it's gonna make such a huge difference. I can just feel that in my bones, chat. But we can't finish it just yet. We'll have to go down to the stone cutter because we are about to run out of stairs. We may actually have to go back into the mines as well, but that's okay. I also need to finish the upper walkway made out of deep slate. Like, we actually need a decent amount of deep slate constantly for all of it, which is quite nice, don't get me wrong. Like, deep slate is just a really nice block, and I'm glad I can overuse it. But at the same time, deep slate is such a pain to collect. Oh yeah, that's already doing wonders. That's already making it feel like this isn't just like the Void Upstairs edition. This actually gives it some, like, idea that it's in development. Like, that little bit of illusion that, hey, there is actually life up here. Not just red plank and monkey and torch. Who am I kidding? There's no monkey up here because there are no monkeys in Minecraft, which makes me very sad. Like, I get it, because then we'd have evolutionists in Minecraft, and I feel like, given the current, like, climate, with everything going on, I think even like, the discussion of evolution would be risky. This is totally not a jab in America, by the way, chat. Or specifically American leadership. But yeah, I genuinely do feel like Minecraft could benefit from Monkey in Minecraft, you know? Because imagine heading into like the jungle or like another area. I just messed up. Another area where they'd be. And you can actually like maybe barter with them for stuff. Like, you could potentially find them in sparse jungles where there's no cocoa beans growing, where they will actually somewhat barter with you, same way as piglins do. Monkeys aren't extinct enough for Minecraft! Oh dear, you're so correct about that, but I did not expect to read that tonight. I did not expect to read that tonight, and I loved it so much, but at the same time, damn. Okay, there we go. Wait, no, come on. Please, orient yourself correctly. There we go, and then wall. So, let me get from the stack that I've already worked on. Okay, I just want to take a step back, like, over there by the stairs, and just already look at it. Oh. Proceed to fall down the stairs. Okay, yeah, this already does so much. What the fuck? My chaos factor gets double boosted when tired. I can tell. Go ahead though, but jeez, this already does so much. Oh yeah, by the way, chat, you guys may have noticed my little marker of Giant Mushroom Island. I don't know if anyone knows how big a Mushroom Island is supposed to be, but this is an ocean monument for skill that has conveniently inserted itself into the ass crack of this thing. Chat, that's a big fucking island, and I'm gonna turn all of it into an amusement park at some point. I'm gonna make a functional Ferris wheel. Special request, can we get safety rails for the stairs? Yeah, there will eventually be safety rails. I'm just coming up with a design for them that, like, fits and everything. So whilst I'm designing, there will be no safety rails, because the designer's job is not to make it safe, but to just design stuff. Which is what I'm doing, and therefore I'm doing my job so I can be legally held accountable if anyone breaks their neck on the stairs. But, yeah, there will eventually be safety rails, no worries. I for a moment thought my horse with golden armor was a fucking zombie and I was about to shoot it. That is the best horse on the server. Not just on my base, but on the server. That's not an island, that's a whole country. A whole country that's gonna be turned into an amusement park. Not even for capitalism, no, I just want to have an amusement park. With a functional Minecraft Ferris wheel. That I saw on fucking a Lifesteal SMP and really just decided to go, I wonder what can go wrong about having this murder machine and just make it not murdery. Good time! Thank you for Chrome. But yeah, I just really would like to have a functional fucking Ferris wheel at any given point in time on the SMP, because just imagine how fun that would be, or like other carnival games. And I've already figured out that theoretically you could use bundles for like loot tables and everything, because one of my biggest gripes with the Trials and Tales updates, I believe it's called, or Tales and Trials, is that you can get suspicious stand and suspicious gravel if you know how to. It's technically glitching, but I wish there was a way you could make it, but insert a custom item. And, like, with that, you'd have the potential of just essentially making a little randomizer. And with that, you could basically play a few games already, like, guess the item in the block, or like, guess the item in the sand, type of stuff. or a treasure hunt where you have to collect a certain amount of an item. And that item is hidden in multiple little suspicious stands that are strewn about, you know? There's honestly a lot of potential that is missed upon just because of the fact that we can't, you know, insert stuff in there. I would just do Crow now to show I'm still alive. I will just go Cry now to keep the chaos inside. Unleash the chaos, I dare you. As long as you don't get me age restricted, unleash it. Be what you were meant to be. Make me have a stroke reading every message you send. Okay, I am genuinely worried that we may have to return to the mines to get more deep slate in a bit. But our only goal really now is just do this for a while. Until this entire section is done. And then off stream I'll probably continue work. Oh, that was one too many mind out. But I'll probably continue working on this off stream. And with working on it off stream, I'm like kind of purely just mean the foliage up here. I think that's the only part I really would want to do off stream, as well as like the windows. Because there's a lot of other parts that I should be doing off stream as well on the base. Like the farms and everything. Like, no, I don't think anyone will enjoy me, like, just going silent every 3 minutes to look at a tutorial and be like, huh, I have no understanding of what's being said by funny redstone guy. Too tired to type? That's so fair. I think I'm starting to feel the same fatigue as chat, which is really rude because I was supposed to stream for quite a bit longer, but also, Jesus Christ, we already ran out of deep sight again. Back to the mines we go. Back down to the hole in the ground. Mumbo, funny redstone guy, you got it! I mean, I kind of want to find an excuse to use this animated fans and cogs somewhere in the base, even though it's loud as balls. I am kind of like green in that aspect. It's like, looks cool, would want that. Applicable where? Dunno, just want it because it looks cool. That's me with like 99% of Mumbo's redstone. I don't know where I'd apply it, it just looks really cool. Also, I'm gonna continue this staircase down. Fuck it. Yeah, you like going into holes? Yeah, especially if they're like, you know, a hole that you have like right underneath like a rock and there's no natural sunlight and I just get to burrow in there like a fucking bug. Like, the bug hole is where the place to be. Again, I'd be such a good bug. I'd be such an astonishingly good bug, you wouldn't even know. I would also probably be a decently good bee because I like smelling flowers. Cave diver with loving family moment, for real. I would be one of those cave divers. Like, Satan's ass crack, you know? Apparently a very appealing name for a cave. No, it's more so, God, I just wish to be a bug under a rock. It's not cave diving if I just want to be a bug. Like, I want to be a roly-poly, which is like little pill bugs. The cash I'd give someone to like allow me to curl up like a pill bug at any given inconvenience of life. They'd go rich. Probably go rich for a lot more reasons than me just wanting to curl up to escape life's inconveniences, but like, I'd pay them for it still. 0% survival rate, Satan's ass. Yeah. I would not be surprised, by the way, if that was the actual name of a cave somewhere in the world. Like, I could see it happening. That's some 0% survival rate. Look, tiny little cave got found that they just named Satan's Ass Crack, and I would definitely not be surprised if it also just happened to be in Australia. I'm, by the way, going off the limb here. If there's actually something like that name, like in Australia with that specific name, I didn't know. I want to make that clear. If there's actually a cave named Satan's Ass Crack in Australia, I didn't know. I did not know. It just sounds way too funny to not be a thing. Okay, there we go. That is a lot more deep slate, and it's for sure not gonna be enough. So what if we start digging this out more? Extend the staircase. I think that's a good idea. It's totally not a bad idea that seeing that the little layer underneath me has rendered in. Nothing about this can go wrong. I totally will nearly fall to my death. Surely not, right, chat? Right, chat? Anyways, we're just gonna like mine out this layer and then the one underneath it, and then we're gonna resurface again. Hopefully. I mean, yeah, it should be enough to last me a bit longer. But then after we resurface, we head immediately for my stone cutter. We turn everything into the right type of deep slate tiles, which includes the stairs, obviously. We finished the little courtyard section, just the deep slate part. I think I'm too sleepy to do the like actual white walls because I know that we lack the amount of, you know, pale oak required. But I'll do it like maybe on one side to give the idea of how it's gonna have to look at the end, or well, not how it's gonna have to look, but how it will look at the end of it all. And then off stream, I'll spend my time figuring out how I want the windows to be. And there's like honestly a proper chance that I'll just do all of that off stream again, because as much as I'm gonna stream like consistently, like on a weekly basis, at least 2 streams, I've noticed, especially with my classes, I am so tired, chat. Like, I'll be like, oh yay, I have a short day, I can stream after class, gets too tired too. There's a cave in England named Peak Cavern, also known as the Devil's Arse. But it's a known cave, damn. But it's a show cave. Oh, I thought it's known. But, damn. Yeah, the way it's arse instead of ass already shows that it's British. Of course the British colonized it. It's always the British. It's always the British. Ah yeah, resurfacing time. And time for me to take another ship. Few sips actually. But there's also Gayville in America. There's a lot of things. I mean, you have like Piss Lake exists somewhere, if I'm correct. Or like Piss Creek or something like that. Like, there are actual locations named like that, which is just the most human thing ever. Like, you cannot tell me that any other species of any creature on Earth would look at something and just go, haha, piss rock. For example, like, we are so wild as just a bunch of highly developed monkeys on presumably at least 15 different neurotoxins at this time in space and like existence. Like, we're fucking wild. We're just insane. We're just space monkey on rock. What rock doing? Rock spin really fast. And space monkey like. Space monkey like when rocks spin big. Because rocks spin big means a day happening and then also nighttime, so space monkey can go sleep. Honestly, It'd be so funny if aliens did turn out to just be like watching from afar, being like, oh yeah, they're basically like looking at us being like, oh, they're basically so primitive, look at them. And they just know us as like space monkeys, like with the monkeys in quotes as well. Well, just the entire term being in little quotes, because they have no clue of the social relevancy of what it all means. It'd be like us studying elephants. We'd be the elephants of the aliens. They just look at us and be like, wow, they're weird, but they're cute, so we love them. Honestly, I should stop thinking about the entire concept of us being called space monkeys by aliens that we're not even sure if they exist. But it would end up being the most cute and wholesome shit in my little brain. It probably, if it was a real thing, probably never. Like, hello. Reality is cruel and like really mean. I mean, if you want to survive in human society, you need to work a 9 to 5 for like 18 days in a row and maybe barely make it to your taxes, you know? But still, it'd be so cute if we were called space monkeys and there was something out there that cared for us and just was really like, wow, look guys, they're nearly there. Aw, aren't you proud of them? Fun fact, when elephants look at us, they see us the way we see dogs. Oh! I love elephants, man. I love them. They're so creature. If an elephant would be pissed off at me enough, it could kill me with a singular, like, anything. Elephants are fucking strong, but I love them. Also, that's 2 parts done now, so just looking already like this, it's giving that same feeling to me as when we first finished the downstairs walkway. I feel like a proud parent towards the space, like, yeah, my child is doing something. Wait, I am building my child in Minecraft type of stuff. It's like a really weird thing to explain, but I just feel really proud of the base just coming together, even though I'm the one doing the work. Come on, give me the work, there we go. But anyways, I feel really proud over my base so far, like, look at it go, guys! Isn't it doing amazing? For a non-sentient thing that I'm giving a lot of sentient traits. Here we go, though. Little chunky boys, yeah! You know, there's one thing that is just on my mind now, and that's the woolly mice experiment. The transgenic mice that Trump banned because of the word trans in it, because he doesn't know that trans as a term, or well, technically as a prefix, just basically, from what I recall, and this could be wrong, this is a very heavy could be wrong, but from what I know, it just kind of implicates change. So, transgenic would be just like, oh yeah, changing genes type of stuff. Not exactly that, but like, same implication. So he really does just not like things changing, which really makes sense if you look at him, because, man, the only change that man likes is change in his regime towards more days for him to exist as a president, or well, technically as a dictator. Oh, I heard of the woolly rats this week. I love them so much. Yeah! I am personally very curious about the implications in their genetics, though. Like, is it gonna result in them being more likely to harness certain diseases? Is it gonna be like with the entire cloning experiment? Like, chat, I found something out the other day, right? Technically, when it comes to cloning, because of the fact that, like, I'm gonna use the good old Dolly the sheep, here. In case you don't know, chat, Dolly the sheep was the first successful cloning ever of an actual sheep that at the time of cloning was 6 years old. However, what they noticed is that whilst sheep are known to develop arthritis at the end of their lifespans, so it's normal for a sheep to have arthritis, the cloned dolly was already having arthritis at age 6. Or well, age 5. No, yeah, age 5. She was already having arthritis. Well, usually it doesn't start developing until age 10. So they were really like, huh. Okay, so the cloning just makes it like earlier, but what they then discovered is that it's more likely to be this case of, wait, because the specimen that we used for this cloning was already 6, it'd be genetically possible to equate the genes that are in this sheep to be 12 years old by the time of, well, everything happening, like 11 to 12 years old, which makes the sheep, like, older than its actual incubated age. Which is so wild if you ask me, like, it makes sense, but it's so fucking wild. Because imagine being cloned and you think you're like 5, but in actuality you're like 88 or something. And I'm actually genuinely really curious as to where cloning could potentially go in the future, just as a science. But I could also heavily see it go wrong because of how close we're getting to severely late-stage capitalism. Which, of course, late-stage capitalism has to ruin every bit of scientific fun. Also, it seems like for only the last section we have to run back to the stone grinder. This is going surprisingly well. And it's already looking quite good. Got more Schmilk soul stones? Wow! You're also getting the Schmilk blessing! Indeed, Lunaris, hype, hype! Okay, let me like, just make all of these into stairs real quick. Oh, better to be overkill, because we're gonna need stairs for the windows anyways. But for now, this is looking insanely good. Like, dare I say, chat, I'm actually proud of the progress right now. One more pure vanilla though, that's so fair. May your pulse be blessed with vanilla. Maybe Schmilk is coming to you so he can bless you with more vanilla, you know? Maybe Schmilk is saying, hold up, I'm acting as vanilla. You never know. Maybe the Schmilk blessing was a vanilla blessing in disguise. I mean, he is the master of lies and deceit, after all. If he wasn't deceiving you just a little and then, like, giving you vanilla, it wouldn't be him. It wouldn't be our Schmilker. There we go. Wait, no, not like that, not like that. The wall, and then the little slab. There. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep it at a shorter stream, chat, like 1.5 hours. I wanted to stretch just to midnight for, well, my time zone. Enjoyer, so for Aurelium, for Lunaris, etc. I wanted to make it to midnight. But it seems I'm too exhausted socially. Which is kind of funny to say because am I really using social energy? No, I'm just yapping to myself technically and occasionally realizing, oh, people are listening to me as if I'm a fucking podcast. That's what streaming is. But somehow it uses up social energy, chat. Somehow all of this is using up social energy. Come on, can you place correctly, please? Thank you. Go. Wall. Slab. Slab. Come. Gimme. I'm gonna mine out these 3 last ones real quick so I can do them all in rapid succession. Wait, no. Incorrect. There we go. Slab over here now. Stair, 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 wall, slab, slab, and then the final section. For right now, at least. Well, would you look at that, as the sun is coming up over there, over the horizon. We've actually finished the second layer for the inner courtyard. And I know y'all were probably expecting me to fill in the wall over there, but no. I'm gonna fill in the wall over here. My tiredness has disappeared, only chaos remains. In my next simple, I'm not sure from the seabed I will be awake and pure from the lot. I hope so for you. And yeah, today was indeed a lot. I haven't had to socialize like that in a hot minute properly. Like, socializing is very difficult for me, especially when it includes family. Especially when it includes family that I don't know. Oh, either like at all or well enough. And I think your family, like, specifically falls along both categories a bit. Like, I don't know them, but, like, also I don't know them well, so... Anyways, chat, on the top layer, it's just gonna be windows looking towards the outside, so... The blackstone, not blackstone, the deep slate that I've used at the top of these will hold up the pillars and everything for specifically the windows. And let me do that, and then fill in the rest of this, and then if I have any extra, I'll branch it out towards the sides. For now, we're just doing this, so I can get a grasp of how it's gonna look. Even without the windows, it's probably already just a good way to have a bit of a visualization going on. And any visualization in a Minecraft build is kind of powerful. Because even with as much imagination as you can have, having a small visualizing little checkup like this can make sure that you can see every tiny little detail of what you're planning instead of focusing in on some details or like barely any details, just an overarching big picture. I think it might have been easier had one of my cousins come with a chef, had a whole convo about cosplay her. Potentially, like, that would have allowed me to open up as well, but I also just think in general it's because outside of conventions, I am socially awkward. And I can recognize that. At conventions, I'm socially awkward, or awkwardly social. Outside of it, I'm socially awkward. There we go, that's on height, so this should be 3 up. 1, 2, 3. And then we just extend it outwards a bit like this. Maybe take out a few little bits here so I can have a little actual top to jump up on. And then just work towards both sides a little. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and then 1, 1, 1. There we go. That makes sure that I can always reach up properly, but we're gonna stand over there and check how this looks, chat. Ooh, okay, I like how this is looking. But the biggest question is, how does it look from below? From below, it looks quite magnificent already, chat. I think we all would have to agree that this looks quite a bit better than just the first layer. Holy shit, this is really already making me visualize just how this looks when done. Holy shit. Chat, can we agree that this just looks good? I already thought it was gonna look nice, but this is even better than what I had anticipated. Especially when we're gonna work on this middle island eventually to have an entire custom tree in the middle. and like the garden showing off all flowers. Oh, this is gonna be magnificent. This is gonna be grand, honestly. Have my little guys produced anything? No, they haven't. Of course they haven't. Also, let me check up on the chickens because those barrels are full. Chat, we're working on a next double chest, and I swear there's a reason why we're collecting as many eggs as we are. I just won't divulge quite what I'm plotting just yet. Mostly for the sake of everyone else. But yeah, I think I want to leave it off on this because we've actually done a nice amount. I know that I've been live for like only a little over an hour. Like maybe 2 minutes over an hour because the other 10 minutes was just, you know, starting soon. But I am a tired little bird. I may just continue for another 15 minutes just to round it up to a nice an hour and a half because that's my special little thing. The question is, do I have the energy for that? And also, what can we do besides cut down tree, get more plank, cut down tree, put more plank down? Like, I'll do it one round of just cutting down the pale oak, because pale oak is a lot nicer to cut down than the mangrove. Yeah, there we go. Just get all of those logs. Thank you. All mine. But weren't there saplings in here? Oh yeah, there is a singular sapling. And there's my second sapling. And now we just break it using a fortune hoe. And then we ignore everything else that falls from there. Never mind, tiredness is back. Yeah, I feel that. We're just gonna fill out a bit more of the wall. Upstairs. But after that, I think we're gonna call it. Like, I want to finish this side a bit more if I can. Probably won't be able to finish it completely, but that's fine by me. So just finishing this area of it, this segment, already makes me quite happy. And any progress we make that goes towards the front is already quite nice as well. There we go. Actually, I may be able to make decent progress. And I'm gonna get a lot of this pale oak back later, technically, by, you know, cutting it all out for more windows. So, all in all, this isn't even that bad. But another thing we're gonna have to do at some point, chat, is a grueling task, in my opinion. Have you listened to that song I sent you, by the way? No, I have not. I forgot to. I wanted to, because the lyrics hit hard, but I completely forgot to. But we're gonna have to go on a grueling task, chat. Well, I'm gonna have to. And I already tried. I already found, like, a pale garden, a new one. Because I want to get a creaking heart. Not for the creaking, obviously. I want to get resin. But not the resin block. I want to get the little resin particles. Also, we're checking on the sniffer real quick. We started by the sniffer. I think it's only right if we end by the sniffer. That's another pitcher pod. I need some George flowers, guys. Can we, like, do that? Buddies. Sniffer 1, Sniffer 2. By the way, they are gonna get names. I just don't know what yet. But yeah. With the sniffers in sight in the little hole, I think I'm gonna take us to just chatting again. Turk sniffers, you love calling him that. You absolutely love calling them that. Yeah, I'm gonna call it for tonight, I think. Buddy. Yeah. I could name one of them Buddy. They do look like they'd be buddies. You know, little guys. We have Cumdog. Cumdog is indeed... He still needs to be renamed that. Like, I still need to put that on an actual name tag. But for now, I'm gonna send all of you off to Cynic. We're not Dirk Sniffer. Fair. I'm gonna send all of you off to Cynic, who's currently playing The Binding of Isaac. which is a game that honestly I do not know enough about. But I'm gonna send you all over to Cynic. I'm gonna grab my ending stream music properly this time so we can actually have it play for a tiny bit. Right as that song is ending. A little bit of silence to leave you with. Oh, crow. Thank you for the crow. Yeah, I can let this play at least for a tiny bit now, but I'm gonna send you all over to Cynic here in a sec. I want you all to be nice, behave, you know, make Cynic a bit happy. He's been streaming a lot as of late, so like, go pester him. Go tell him Bird said hi. Like, he is a fellow bird of the furry variety, so let's show some bird support, shall we? Everyone in agreement? Shall we go show bird support? Let me, like, come a little bit closer, chat. There we go. We're probably gonna try to stream a tiny bit more. Monday, no stream because busy. With the next possible stream potentially being on Wednesday. Unsure if it's gonna be Wednesday or Thursday, but I'm aiming to do that. Probably gonna be Minecraft again. I'm gonna focus on some other of my projects as well, including actually making a new outfit for this model. I'm gonna have a new outfit or two. I shall have my midnight rave after stream, of course. Have fun in advance, but like, yeah, we're working on some big things behind the scenes. It's gonna be a while before anything, but I'm trying to work on some stuff, chat. And I can't wait to get like all of that done and show that to ya. And that means a little less streams for a hot minute, but hopefully you all are okay with that. Hopefully. But for now, I shall send all of you over to Cynic. Go say hi to Cynic for me. Go. Chat, I need you all to go into his chat and just say the word bird support with the rate emote. I need you all to like, I'm gonna make this copy pasteable hopefully. Hold on, there we go. And then the raid emotes. I want you all to send this. Send that to Cynic. Does everyone get the memo? Are we gonna send them bird support, chat? I hope we are. I hope everyone's ready, because we're gonna raid them. Yeah. I'll see you all next time, and hey, remember, go have a drink, go eat if you haven't already, and go rest up if you gotta. I thank you all for being here, as late as it may have gotten, and before we go, everyone say happy birthday for Aurelium. It may be another hour still till midnight. But everyone say happy birthday to Aurelium, please, before we leave. Real quick, the timer's about to go for that. Oh no. Oh no, the auto raid. But happy birthday to you. Oh wait, I started too high. My mic's not gonna pick that up. But happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aurelium. Oh.